Welcome back to the Joy of Dark Souls. In this episode we take a quick tour of Firelink Shrine and the surrounding area, and I get distracted talking about magic crabs. Thank you to everyone who's stuck with us so far. I promise the pace is about to pick up. Meanwhile,
in Lordaeron, a massive crow.
Or a tiny person.
Yeah, we're a borrower.
Yep, it's entirely possible that that everyone you meet in Dark Souls is actually some sort of borrower or leprechaun or some sort of mythical small folk. And here we are.
That's quite a good zombie game, actually. You can imagine that if you're running around your house and the little borrowers, little zombies that can't die, they're just slowly attacking and biting you, and you just got to run away like a madman out of the house.
It's a terrifying prospect, huh? Now we can see, hopefully this Dran level up and kindle up bonfires is going to go away at some point. We're using a mod, DS Fix, which gives us a much better, well, DS Fix is one of the mods we have installed. I'll put a full list in the description if we put this on YouTube.
Okay.
The mods give you much greater graphical fidelity, but sometimes they lead to the odd glitch, like we're seeing here, but this will go away in due course.
So, are we under a massive tree at the moment? Or is it...
No, this is a cliff face, I think. Oh, wait,
There's a
no,
massive
actually,
tree
yes. Yes, there is a rather
I think we are
tree.
secretly a borrower. I think we're literally an ant. I think... Because if you look up at that tree, and you think how small we must be to... That's nuts. No wonder the world's fucked up.
It is an appealing thought, isn't it? That everything that goes on the Dark Souls game is essentially happening in somebody's back garden.
Yeah.
In the little model castle they've got.
This is actually some woman just looking at it, be like, "Hey, Derek, come and look at this. There's some people fighting each other. Got awfully scaly skin."
This is actually a water feature for passing birds.
Yeah.
But, anyway, this poor sod here has tried to escape down the well and has failed. But he had 3 humanity on him. Now this is what's called hard humanity. You can collect soft humanity by defeating enemies. Yeah, you can't see it, but there's a counter that counts up every time you kill enemies of a certain type, and any humanoid enemies counts towards your total. And when you get a certain amount, that counter in the top left corner, just next to your health and stamina bar, that shows you how much soft humanity you have. The trouble with soft humanity is you lose it when you die. Unless you can get back to your corpse and collect it. I'll say get back to your corpse, get back to your power. So if you can't get back to where you died, you're humped. But the good news is, if you lose a lot of humanity and a lot of souls in one place, it actually creates something in someone else's game. There's these little crab-like creatures called vagabonds.
Right.
That cross dimensions. So if you die and then you don't get back to your corpse, you die again before you recover. All of that lost energy is forged into a little glowing crab-like thing that appears in someone else's game, somewhere near where you died, and if they can kill it, they get a marvellous prize. They either get humanity or some rare weapon or some rare artifact from the game, and if it kills them, then it vanishes and it goes into someone else's, and it keeps going until someone kills it.
But also, if they then couldn't get back to their corpse, then they could lose.
Then
and
that
slowly
another
there'll
vagabond.
just be like an army of crabs wandering around.
Yep.
Just messing shit up.
I suppose if enough players got together in the same server and just kept grabbing loads of humanity and then getting themselves killed and failing to fight vagabonds, maybe they could create this tidal wave of crabs that would just sail through the server, just butchering everything that came across them.
Kind of like the crabs from Pirates of the Caribbean, where he has to get his ship back from Davy Jones, and the ship just comes flying along on this sea of crabs.
Except these crabs are glowing and shoot magic.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dangerous.
Yeah, pretty hardcore. So, speaking of things that aren't dangerous, let's have a word with Captain
Especially
Sunshine
if you're a
here.
highly flammable wooden boat.
Yeah. Well, it's not fire magic, I don't think. It's just the traditional sort of magic missile, sort of glowy bolt.
Okay, let's talk to this dude and see what he says.
Yeah. Now, you'll notice that this sucker is wearing sort of basic armour. This is the chainmail set that you can buy very early on in the game.
Okay.
And that's, I think, an indication that this fella has come along the path that you've taken, but didn't get very far, and has just sort of given up, and is now just sitting on a piece of fallen wall, like Tom from Father Ted, just going "Rrrr," and hurling abuse at passers-by, because it's all he can find to fill the days.
I know obviously you can talk to him, but can you just attack him? And just be like, no, we're not talking to you. Give us your soul.
You can, but he is somewhat more powerful than you at this stage, and
Oh, right.
he will flatten you. So I don't recommend it. He's a bit of a misery guts,
We
but
can
he's fairly
kill a
harmless.
massive, ugly-ass demon thing, but we can't kill a human being.
It's a testament to the power of humanity, right?
Wow.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival.
Hello.
Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right?
Oh, you've heard it.
Well, you're not the first.
Whee!
But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out.
Oh, thanks.
There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church.
This guy's mouth
The
isn't
other
moving.
is far, far below.
Like I said,
In the ruins.
Dark
of the
Souls was
base
not
of
made on a
White
very
Town.
big budget.
Bring them
Oh
both.
my god.
And something happened.
This is
Not much to go on.
this
But
is
I have a
thought
feeling
speech.
That won't stop you.
This is like the Animorphs.
Off you go.
Do you ever read the Animorphs?
It is
Which are these
wonderful.
group of people that could just turn
It
into
is a
animals,
cursed
and they used to
land
speak to
of
each
the
other with
undead.
thought speech. This is what's happening. Maybe he was that massive raven earlier on.
Oh, now you see that big blood stain that's appeared next to him. He hasn't suffered a traumatic gastric incident.
Plus, it's floating.
That's where another player has died. If we touch that blood stain, we can see what happened to him. Yep, so they attacked him, and they tried to run away.
It's a good job I'm not playing this game, because I think I would die a lot. Just testing who you could kill and who you can't kill.
Oh, you can kill everybody if you're good enough. But you probably shouldn't. What's this? Anyway, thanks. Life. Right on. Hi.
She cannot speak. But how does it know?
She does have some deleted sound files that are just the sort of mumbling of someone trying to make sound without a tongue.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, but they took them out of the game on the grounds of taste, one would assume. Now this
Well,
is
she can sign.
I guess
That's
she doesn't
just
know sign
excuses,
language.
You know, talking about humanity, lack of willpower there.
So she can reinforce her Estus flask, but that would require a Firekeeper soul.
Ah.
We can talk to her, but she can't talk back.
She can reinforce this, so that means what, we get more health when we drink it, I would
Yes.
assume? Okay.
Yes, and the reinforcement is quite sizable. At the moment, our Estus flask will recover 300 hit points, which is just over half our current health.
Why is it that she can help us and has all these resources when she's trapped in a cave?
Firekeepers have unusual souls that are spectacularly powerful. She fuels the bonfire that's above us, which means that we gain more Estus than we would otherwise.
Yeah, but she's trapped in a cave.
She is indeed. In fact, she's so trapped, they've put her in there and they've walled her up and they've put in bars. And you discover later on that her legs have been broken as well.
Oh gosh.
So this poor lady is obviously some sort of world-class escapologist who has gotten away from here several times to the point where they've gone to all this just to keep her in place and stop her from running off and leaving the bonfire to go out.
I think she's tunnelled in from the back somehow. She's like that film. I think it's something Citizen, like Model Citizen or Law-Abiding Citizen.
Okie dokie.
With I think Russell Crowe.
Gerard Butler.
I think. No, it's the dude that says this is Sparta. It's him.
Okay.
It's that dude, and he tunnels into prison. And they think he's in prison, and they look at him in his cell, but he's actually tunneled in. Oh my goodness!
Yep, this is another case of this Indiana Jones trope with the ancient technology that's been sitting there for centuries but still in perfect working order.
It's alright if you're going down, but if you're going up...
No, it'll get us back up. Is there anything behind this pot?
Oh my
No.
goodness! It just nut it.
Yeah. Oh, here's
Gosh.
a poor dead sucker.
Oh
We
dear.
get the soul of a nameless soldier from him. And if we give that a squeeze, 800 extra soul points.
Whee.
Yeah. That's for free. That's just for being a bit adventurous. And,
Oh,
hi
gosh.
guys.
Can we kill them?
We can, but it's kind of mean. They're not
It's
any
mean?
harm to us.
They're dead!
They're undead.
We need to put them out their misery.
They'll pop straight back. There's no sense in making them suffer more than they already are. See,
Can you get their soul points?
Yeah, but it's next to nothing. It's really not worth it.
It's not worth it, folks.
Plus, come on. They've suffered enough. Look at them. He's praying to that urn.
Your prayers don't work, my friend.
He's enjoying his bit of wall, and he's just sort of... He's looking for his golf ball somewhere in the
It's
long
like
grass.
he's really deep in thought.
That's possible.
Just looking at the wall.
And this one is mourning his
Oh
poor
no!
departed friend.
Oh, that's sad. That is sad.
Sorry for your loss.
Oh,
Yoink.
now of course, we have to see here on this bit, because it looks like you can, if we can ragdoll the corpse off the edge.
Not the fixed ones. No,
Oh,
the
he's fixed.
ones that are fixed in the game can't be moved. But any enemy that you kill, you can flick into the abyss to your heart's content.
Yay!
And we will be doing that in due course with some of the lads elsewhere, but not these fellas, because they've suffered enough. We're just going to leave them to their fate here in the ruins of New London.
You're very moral in a game where you're kind of undead. I like this.
Well,
I have to say, if I was playing this game, everyone would be killed. There would be no mercy. Everyone would die.
Well, that's the whole point of being the chosen undead. You're a ray of light in the darkness. And there isn't much light left.
There would be axed until dear Ella had had her fill.
There we go. So, we've picked up a whole load of extra soul points, and we've picked up a big pointy sword called an S-Dock, which is very useful for early on in the game. The hand axe is nice and all, but it doesn't have much range. We can't use the S-Dock yet because it has a higher... Let's have a look.
Tell you what would be good, one of those, what they flail.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get one of those?
No, there are no flails in this game. There
okay.
probably will be in future ones.
That'd
So
be good.
You can see this sword requires 12 dexterity, and we only have 9. So we're not going to be using that any time soon, unless we do this. That was another player sitting at the bonfire there. Here we go.
What, an actual another human player?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So if we level up, you see we only need 670 souls.
So, can you attack them?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, you can if you invade, but that's a bit of a dick move. We'll not be doing that. So, dexterity 12, and next we want to get our strength up to about 16. And eventually we want to get our dexterity up to 15.
What does faith do?
Faith increases your ability to cast miracles, their healing spells, and so forth.
Oh, I see. And intelligence?
Intelligence increases your ability to cast magic. Resistance is just your resistance to various environmental hazards like fire and lightning and all sorts of things like that.
And attunement, I'm guessing that's...
Attunement decides the number of spells you can cast.
Oh, okay.
And then
That isn't what I thought it was, but okay. Vitality.
Vitality is just how many hit points you have.
Okay.
And endurance is incredibly important because it's how much stamina you have, so how many times you can swing your weapon before you run out of puff.
Oh.
And it also affects your equipment load, so how much armour you can wear before it starts to affect your mobility.
Okay, so we need to put that up a bit then.
Yeah, we will in due course, but first we're going to accept this. Okay. And we're going to beat it.